Hey guys, thanks for joining me. Big Java with you this morning. Thanks for subscribing and thanks for watching my channel, but just want to share with you guys some impressions over the past 700 miles I've had on this vehicle. I do drive the Tundra Trdpro 2019, and they've changed a few things this year. They offer the truck with a faux hood scoop, which has come to the contention of many people, but I think it's pretty cool after having it for a while. It does add to the aggressive character and nature of the truck, so I do appreciate it. And the Fox shock changeover from Bilstein has been a difference for 2019 as well. Tell you from the ride, guys, the ride's very soft and compliant. Has some great comfort because of that, so I do appreciate that. The ride is pretty compliant in the truck. Very smooth over big bumps, potholes, things like that. So especially here in the city where you have some pretty bad roads, can be a great setup for that. And then obviously off-road is very compliant for that. So great truck, and I am appreciating that part of it. As far as some of the features in the truck, I've you know, at first I might have been a critic of the technology and saying it's outdated. It's not up to par with some of the trucks out there, especially the big three, Ram, Dodge, Ram, Chevy, and GM, Ford. But the more and more I use it, I find out that it definitely is up to par. It's functional. I can do everything with it. No issues. Bluetooth is great. Intune could be an improvement for sure. And Android Auto, Apple Play, I know has been something that people have talked about that they want on the vehicle, but I go ahead and use my cell phone for Android Auto, mount it up, and then use the Bluetooth streaming function. I have a video on that, and it's worked out perfect. It's worked out fine. So I appreciate that piece of it. Truck is a little bit on the loud side because the TRD dual exhaust. On the highway and freeway, a little bit of droning. I would say at high speeds it goes up and down, and especially when you get on the pedal you're going to hear a little bit more. But I believe as that exhaust gets more mileage on it, it'll open up and some of that will fall back. So not too bad, not too loud, but it is can be a little bit annoying on long trips. Recently just took about a 200 mile round trip to Oklahoma, and experienced that firsthand. So I'd say if you're not used to that, that could be a difference. Seats a little bit high density, so it feels like you're sitting above on the seats versus kind of falling into the seats. So I think with time that'll wear into your body hopefully, and feels a little on the stiff side. So that would be one opportunity, I would say. You know, could be better, but I'm sure they did it for a reason. I'm sure it's an off-road truck. They wanted the seats to be firm and sturdy so they could take impact, and made it out of high density material. So that's one thing that I'm kind of looking at. Hopefully it'll get better over time, but not too big of a deal. I do enjoy the amount of space the seats have and the comfort. Like I said, the interior's got some great features. It is wide and comfortable, especially for even the rear passenger, so huge plus there. As I find out more and more about the truck, Mike Swears, the chief engineer for the Tundra, followed some of his videos and blogs and different stories, news stories in regards to the Tundra, and now have a better understanding why the Tundra has such great articulation in regards to the other trucks. It's because of their triple tech frame, which has, you know, the fully boxed front, reinforced C, and then C channel in the back, and so that allows for great articulation when you're off-roading, and also comfort on the road with compliance and not being too stiff. You've seen some of the GMs and Chevys here recently having some complaints of the shaking inside because the frame is too stiff. They had to use a different tire to kind of get the results they wanted. So that's the reason for that. That's why they didn't go with a fully boxed all the way through. They kind of were strategic in how they did that. And saw a comparison video of Ford and the Toyota Tundra, and what was neat about the Tundra was how everything was tucked away, especially the wires on the undercarriage of the vehicle. And I really appreciate that kind of ingenuity and making sure that the vehicle is really built to handle tough terrain, doesn't get hung up on something and pulled. So that was pretty cool. But other than that, guys, it's been a very easy 700 miles. I've been following the break-in procedures. I haven't done anything crazy. Gone on the pedal here and there a little bit. But the truck's holding up very well. I haven't had any issues. One recall for, I believe it's airbag calibration, so I got to get that done. Other than that, I'm probably going to do a service at 1,000 miles just to get the fluid changed out with the oil, and make sure that we get fresh oil in it, so we capture any shavings or anything that come from the block. But has been a great, reliable truck. Like I said, a few of the weak parts of the truck that I don't like, I've already shared. As far as the stereo in here, it's great. I haven't had any issues with it. I think it does the job just fine. I love the look of the truck. I got obviously the white, and it has the black accents from the Trdpro package, but really love the truck. And I couldn't be happier that I went this direction, and really glad my brother talked me into going this direction versus going with the domestic 3. And I'm really, like I said, enjoying it, and especially the ownership part of it. So hopefully, guys, when I hit 1,000 miles, anything comes up, I'll share it with you. But right now, zero maintenance issues, zero warranty issues. Been a great truck so far. First time I've been lucky enough to have a truck without an issue in the first 1,000 miles. So thank you, Toyota, and thank you guys for joining me. Hope you have a great morning.